is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Mike in Wyoming. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
I'm doing awesome. Tom, the last time I talked to you, you gave me some advice on RUSS. You said, Mike, you got in, it was like 1850. You said it's going to go to 42. And here it is today at $42.
Oh, my God.
I cannot believe it.
Congratulations.
Tom, appreciate all your help.
Okay, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Good day, money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the Tom O'Brien Show. I'm your guest host, Steve Rhodes, filling in for Tom while he is away for the day. Thanks so much for joining us, folks. And if you're not familiar with me, I kick things off for TFNN every day, Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock. If you are wondering what the markets are doing, it's a show you want to tune into. You can always do that if it's not on the radio station in your area. If you just go to your mobile device, go to TFNN.mobi. You'll be able to click in, listen to that show. You can always catch an archive of that show on Tiger TV. You can catch the archives of those shows on Channel 9. Tom and I also do a show from 10 to 11 each day called the Money Masters Show, so you can always watch that. That is archived on Channel 10 as well. Now, folks, I absolutely treasure your presence here today, and my outcome is absolutely to help you to become a better money master, but mostly to provide you with the tools that will help you to lead an inspired life. Because leading an inspired life, folks, that is what it's all about. So let's go look at one of our tools. This is the tool that I call the Great Challenge in Life, folks. Now, to understand this challenge, folks, realize that you have more that you can have more than what it is that you have right now. Right here, right now. But, folks, you must become more than you are. It is that simple. Now, in order to become more than you are, folks, you must change the way of thinking. Now, look, I've owned a number of companies over the years, and one of the things that I always used to share with my employees was that many people believe that if they only had the right job, that they would really kill it. They would knock it out of the park. Now, what that means, folks, is that means that their thinking would be that they don't have the right job. And if you don't have the right job, it means you're not going to put everything into it. In fact, have you ever heard somebody say, if I only had more money, I would be more generous in life? Folks, that usually translates into this. If I don't have much, so I'm not going to be generous, is that the way that you should live your life? Absolutely not. The great challenge in life, folks, is to become more than you are today. If you do that, if you give your all in everything that you do, folks, you will get more. If you give more, you will get more. Everything around you, folks, will also begin to change. Throw out that blame list and become more than you are. Ultimately, folks, the way to win the game of life is found in only one thing: our ability to choose meaning in any life circumstances. Become a master of the meaning in your life, folks, and you will master life. Now, talk about figuring out the meaning. We're going to go take a look at the meaning of today's markets, because can you spell failure out there? Failure. Isn't that how you spell failure? Well, how about take a look at the S&P? Yeah, the Dow actually finished up 21 points. Failure. S&P 500. Failure. Composite. Failure. Composite was up 22 points. S&P up 3. Small caps leading the charge today. Well, it was a photo finish between the composite and the Russell 2000, both up 0.74 of so 0.7%. And if you take a look at, let's go take a look right now. Let's take a look at the Dow here. So if you're watching us on Tiger TV, you're going to see what we're looking at. We're going to see what the Dow did. Was it plowed into that May 1st high? You'll hear me talk today about May 1st. You can always give us a call at 877-927-6648. The Dow gets up to a high today of 13,187.28. Now, the swing point that the Dow is going into is May 1st. The low on that, 13,174.65. Not only did the Dow fail there and close below that, it closed below July 30th. It closed below Friday's session. The high of Friday's session, 13,133.18. Volume. There was no volume. Let's go take a look at the S&P 500. Let's look at the SPX. We'll go through all the indexes first. Then we'll go take a look at the ETF structure out there. What did the S&P 500 do today? The S&P 500 getting into May 1st. The low of that May 1st swing point, folks, 1395.73. You closed out at 1394.23. The high on the S&P 500, 1399.63. That, folks, is a failure. Didn't complete a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. The 1-to-1 A to B equals CD actually would have taken you to the April 2nd swing point. The A to B equals CD, the 1-to-1 would have been 1406. As I said today, you got up to a high of basically 1400. That's close enough in my books, especially when you start taking a look at, the Dow has been the lead dog, and the Dow giving off perhaps the most information today. Let's go take a look at the small caps out there. The Russell 2000. You had the Russell 2000 close out the day at 794.33. What was the Russell doing? The Russell 2000, the weak link out here. So you want to take a look at what's going on between strength and weak, and then you can kind of look in the middle there. You can look under the sheets. Well, in the case of the Russell 2000, you're looking at the downdraft from July 20th. That downdraft, if you take a look, is an open gap out there. That gap is still open between July 19th, the low of July 19th, 801.32. The high of July 20th is 796.64. What do you do today? You get up to a high of 797.34. You close below it. A rejection of that gap down area. How about the NDX 100? The NDX 100, let's go see what she was doing today. The NDX 100, just like all of the indexes out there, certainly in a rising price channel. Well, if you take a look at the NDX 100, it closed the gap today. That gap left at May 3rd, just like the Russell 2000. What did the NDX? The bottom of that gap on May 3rd was 2697.78. What do you do today? You get up into it. You get to a high of 2705.71. You come into the close. You get below that. Bang, a rejection of price, folks, and certainly a rejection of volume out there. Let's see, to finish this off, let's go take a look at the New York Stock Exchange. Why? Because a better breadth of the overall view of the stock market. What did the New York Stock Exchange do today? I'm glad you asked me that. A Gartley sell pattern. In fact, it did a 1.272 expansion of swing points. Those folks are swing points I'm talking about are July 3rd. The high out there was 79.05. So the expansion from that high to the low that was put in here on July 23rd, that gave you a 1.272 expansion coming into a 0.786 retracement off of the high from when? That's right, May 1st out there. That is a sell pattern out there. Ooh, let's go see. What did we forget? Did we get all of it? Oh, maybe we didn't get to the composite. Let's go take a look at the actual composite out here. What did the composite do today? That's right, Gartley sell pattern, a 0.786 Gartley sell pattern. It made a 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD. That's coming off of the June 4th low, I should say. That's your A point. Your B point on this pattern is June the 8th. Your C point happens to be June the 12th. The 1 to 1.272 expansion, 3001 would have been the target. What did the composite get up to today? 3,000.24. Those folks are all sell patterns out there. Failures across the board. Pretty amazing. You typically don't see failures across the board like that. Everything lining up. Let's go take a look at the Qs, since we were talking about the NDX and the composite. So we're looking at the Qs right now. I had to actually literally, hit my machine to see if it was truly tabulating volume today. What do you do in the Qs? 23 million shares. Is that right? Do you guys have a different number? 23 million shares today on the way up. What was that going into? Oh, that was where the downdraft started in the Qs on May 3rd. 51 million shares. Now, I know that there may be some folks out in the Hamptons, but it doesn't add up, folks. You had a failure out here inside the Qs, and as Tom likes to say, a failure in spades. This was beyond a failure in spades out there when you start taking a look at volume. How about the diamonds out here? If we take a look at the diamonds, in fact, getting into that May 1st swing point, 5.4 million shares. We started out today, and I took a look at the volume. I thought there was no way. It was clear between 9:30 and 11 o'clock that the diamonds were going to have the volume, that the diamonds were going to push up into the highs of May 1st. But no, what does it do? In fact, what it did, folks, it created this little shooting star candle. You get a close lower tomorrow, and there is your confirmation. Now, of course, you have confirmation right now as you attack the swing point here for May 1st because the diamonds being the strength out there. 5.4 million shares is what the diamonds had on May 1st. Today, what does it do? 4.5 million shares, folks. That's 900,000 shares less. That's 15% less, give or take. What was that? That's right, a failure out there. Now, let's let's go take a look at the IWM, the Russell 2000. What did the IWM do? The IWM, if you take a look on this chart here, you're seeing this little descending tops line, just simply starting off at the July 5th high. The IWM runs into that, runs into resistance, closes below that. The IWM is so weak, folks. When you talk about May 1st, if we go take a look at May 1st seems like light years away from where the IWM is. The low on the IWM of May 1st is 81.29. You close at 79.22. That, folks, if you're looking to go short, that is where you want to be, the Russell 2000. Let's round this off. Let's take a look at the SPYs out here. The SPYs, what did you have today? You had a 1-to-1, A to B equals CD. Take a look at that candle formation on that close there. What do you have? You've got a shooting star. That, folks, is a bearish candle. When you have a bearish candle complete, when you complete the D point of an A to B equals CD, folks, all you need is additional confirmation. That should come tomorrow. 877-927-6648. We had the Dow finish up 21. There's more to the story than that. The S&P's up 3. The composite up 22. The small cap's up 5. It's all in the numbers, folks. We'll be right back.